I commissioned one of the world's best puzzle creators to make me a Sudoku masterpiece of 5 linked classic Sudokus. Have to be solved in order. I'm going to show you how to solve Sudoku Pillar Puzzle 3. Let's go over the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Puzzles must be solved in order. Colored cell values from a previous puzzle carry over to the next puzzle. So, in puzzle number 2, we found that these 4 blue cells were in 8, 6, 9, and 4. And your goal is to solve these yellow cells to put into puzzle number 4. Click below if you want to give this puzzle a go, and with that, it's solving time. So first, start by looking for digit restrictions from 1 to 9. Look at these ones here. Can't make any marks with the 1s. Don't see any restrictions with the 2s either at this time, or the 3s. We only have 1 3 there. But with the 4s, you can see there's only 2 places for a 4 in block 5, so I'll mark that using Snyder notation. Anytime a 3x3 block, 2 possibilities for a candidate, mark it. If we solve one of these cells, we can solve the other for a 4. You might notice that the 5s are also where the 4s are, so the 5s would be in the same 2 spots. And so you see this situation, we found a hidden pair. And so the 4 and 5 can only be in these 2 spots, so nothing else can be there. So greetings, friend. I want to thank Clover for making the Sudoku Pillar. Clover creates and solves puzzles with Bill Murphy and Phil Newman on her own channel, Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. Check it out when you get a chance. She's also one of the main organizers of SudokuCon 2025, which I'm one of the proud sponsors. And this brings me up to the question of the day. What is your favorite color? I just might use it to highlight the next leg of the Sudoku pillar. Please drop it in the comments. Help me grow the best Sudoku community on YouTube. Now, let's look at the impact of the 4, 5 hidden pair on row 6. You'll notice now that 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 are all accounted for. So you just need a 1, 2, 3, and an 8. Well, now the 2 can't be in any of these cells. You can solve this cell for a 2, which gives us a nice 1, 3, 8 naked triple for row 6, but it's also a naked triple for block 4. So that makes it a nice locked triple. And so what that means is it's a naked triple for both the block and the row. So these digits cannot be in any of these cells now. So that means this can only be a 6, 7, or a 9. I can remove the 7 from right there. And you got a pointing pair of 7s here. You can remove the 6 from right here. And you got 2 places for 6 in block 4. So we're going to backtrack just a little bit here. We worked with the 5s, nothing else we can do there. With the 6s, we marked these 2 6s, but we can also look and see that with this 6 cutting across and this 6 coming down, you have a pointing pair of 6s in block 8. So a 6 can't be here anymore, right? If you put a 6 there, no place to put a 6 in block 8. And so to go with this 6 and the 6 here, we have, I call them Snyder 6s because it's Snyder notation, Snyder 6s in block 2. And then you can move on to the 7s. And you might see is these 7s are the only 2 possibilities in the block, but they're also a pointing pair. To go along with these 2 7s, you can solve for a 7 right here in block 5. And then with these 2 7s and this 7, Snyder 7s in block 9. Okay, nothing else I see with the 7s. How about the 8s? Okay, with these 2 8s, you can solve for an 8 here in block 5. And then with that 8 and these 8, you have Snyder 8s in block 6. Okay, making some pretty fast solves here. And let's move on to the 9s. Nothing we can do with the 9s here. I don't mark it when there's 3 possibilities like you have in block 1 and block 9. And so this is my solving tip. Whenever you make a few solved cells, go back through and see if there are any more easy solves. You don't want to look for anything advance until you get all the easy solves out of the way. And there's going to be at least one advanced strategy in this puzzle, Clover assured me. So you can see with this one coming up, you have a pointing pair of ones now in block 5. And so ones can't be here because of this one. You can solve this cell now for a 1, which puts the ones in these two spots right there, which puts the ones in these two spots right here. And that's another pointing pair. This is a pointing pair. This is the pointing pair. So you can remove that 1 and solve this cell for a 1. Nice. And you see with the 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is now a 2, 3, 4 locked triple for the block and for column 4. So that's 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Let's do a 2 there and Snyder 3s right there, which now restricts these 3 cells to a 5, 6, and a 9. We know that can't be a 6. Okay. Now let's look with the 2s. With this 2 now, you have a pointing pair of 2s right here, which cuts through and makes a pointing pair of 2s right here. And the pointing pair of 2s along with this 2, you can solve for 2 here in block 5, which gives us a 3, 9 naked pair. And that's it for all the easy and medium strategies that you could find in my free Sudoku solving guide. You gotta find something more advanced if you want to get past this next hurdle. And I only missed one little mark right here with these pointing ones. You can actually put ones right there. I want to make sure I capture all these Snyder marks. So you have a choice. You can look for buy value cells or single candidate strategies. Let's look at the single candidate strategies. That came in very helpful in one of the earlier puzzles of the Sudoku pillar. You could look at the BVCs, and with the buy value cells, there actually is an XY wing in here somewhere. It doesn't do much though. It doesn't solve what you need it to solve. So let's look at these ones. Where can the ones be? There, there, there. These 2 spots. We can put Snyder ones there. And these 4 spots there. Okay. So you see there's no real pattern that you can use for advanced strategies. Just a bunch of blocks of ones there. So move on to the 2s. 2s here and here. All, well, right there, right here, these 3 spots, and these 6 spots. You'll see with the 2s, nothing we can do with the 2s either. How about the 3s? Well, we have 1, 3 here, but let's see if that 3 is powerful enough to give us an advanced strategy. I got 2 3s right there. How about I mark those? I will mark those 3s. Again, I wanted to give you all the Snyder marks as much as possible. All right, so 3s could be there, there, these 2 spots, one of these spots, here, there, these spots, and then we have these 2 3s right there. Okay, let's color this. We'll use orange. And what you might see is you're looking for advanced strategies. And things you want to see, conjugate pairs are the backbone of most advanced strategies. So you have a conjugate pair here in column 5. And all that means is there's 2 possibilities for a 3. It's a conjugate pair. Either this is a 3. If it's not, that has to be. You also have a conjugate pair here in row 5. Nice. And these are conjugate pairs. These are conjugate pairs. But these aren't the ones we're looking for advanced strategies. So you have a conjugate pair here and here. This is interesting. Now, can we match it up to one of these shapes in one of these blocks to make some restrictions? If you can slice and dice through one of these blocks with exactly 1 column, 1 row, like right here, 1 column and 1 row, you have an empty rectangle shape. And you'll notice, does it connect to the conjugate pair that we're talking about? Well, actually it does. It actually connects to both. So I'll show you one at a time here because we got something special going on. You'll notice that this coming out of row 3 connects to this pair. That means you can see the conjugate pair. And then one cell, the conjugate pair. And you come down here. This is the other part of the conjugate pair. Now you want to come back to see where it intersects with the column of that block. So coming down the column, it intersects right there, that cell. All right? So the question you have to ask is, could you put a 3 in this cell right here? What would happen? You put a 3 right there. This could not be a 3. This cell would be a 3. Well, what does that do to block 3 now? Well, a 3 can't be in any of those spots, right? Because of this 3 and this 3. Well, that would break the puzzle. We got to put a 3 somewhere in block 3. So that's no good. So we know that this can't be a 3. We have found an empty rectangle. Whenever you got this slice and dice, I call it, connecting to a conjugate pair, you go to see where it intersects, what's coming down, and you got a empty rectangle. You could also do it the other way. You could have looked and seen that if you came down this way and made this a green cell, it connected this conjugate pair, you come up there, and you'd see that that couldn't be a 3 either, right? If you put a 3 right here, this can't be a 3. You put a 3 there, same thing happens. No place to put a 3 here in block 3. This is beautiful stuff, great logic that Clover put in here. So how do we use that to our advantage? Well, like I just said, you know that neither one of these cells can be a 3. So to remove those colors, where does 3 have to be in column 5 and row 5? It's got to be right there in the center. Awesome. Awesome. So we found that. Now you want to see the impact of that solve. You just got past this hurdle. Let's see how far we can go and how much closer you can get to solving these yellow cells. So let's remove all the extra colors and let's see what solve we can make. Because that's a 3, that's going to be a 9. Okay, and then you notice that's going to be a 6. And with this 6 cutting across, only place for a 6 in block, 6 is right there. And this gives you a nice 1, 3, 8 naked triple. This can't be a 1 because of the pointing pair of 1s. And because of this 8, this cannot be an 8. All right, looking good there. Now where do we go? Well, you'll see with this 9, that's got to be a 5. And this is going to be a nice naked pair, 9 and 6. With this 5, that's a 4, that's a 5. And this 4 coming up means this has to be your 4. And this is going to be a nice 2, 3, 6 naked triple. Okay? Remove the 6 from there. And you can remove the 2 from here because of the pointing pair of 2s. After solving that, where can we go? Because we're making some good progress here. Let's look in block 4 here. Because of this 6, that can no longer be a 6. And so you can get rid of these marks, and it's just a nice 7, 9 naked pair. All right, after doing that, the next solve is going to be a little tricky to find. It's actually a naked single would get you the most progress at this point. I mean, you can make some more marks. You could look at these 6s and this 6 and put Snyder 6s right there if you want. And you could put, with these 4s, you could put Snyder 4s right here. But what's going to get you the most progress is you look at this cell. What can this cell be? Can't be a 1, can't be a 2. Can't be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or a 9. This is a naked single 3. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you put that, find that 3, you can solve it right there. Could we find another naked single? Did Clover hide another naked single in here? Let's look over here. What can be in this cell? Can't be a 1, can't be a 3, a 4, a 5. Can't be a 6, 7, 8, or a 9. This is a naked single 2. Nice. And so what is the impact of this naked single 2? Well, now that's going to be a 4. Nice. And you got a nice 2, 3 naked pair. And what else can we do with that? Well, with this 4 and this 4, You have a nice pointing pair of 4s right there. So you can disambiguate the 4 there and solve this cell for a 4. With this 3, you know, that's got to be an 8. That's going to be a 1, and that's going to be a 3. So we're making some progress here. And all you have left is a 5 and a 9 in the column. Well, because of this 5, that's got to be your 5, and that's going to be your 9, leaving you with a nice 7, 8 naked pair here in row 7. All right, making some great solves. What can we do now? This is actually my favorite part. Clean up the grid. When you start to declutter the grid and remove marks, know you're getting on the right solve path. Well, this 2 means that can't be a 2, and that has to be a 2 now. And then you may notice if you go down this column, you only need is a 1, 3, 7, 8. Because of these two 7s, the only place you can put a 7 is right there, making that an 8. And since the 8's right here, you got a 3 right there, a 1 right there, and this is going to be your 8. And now with this 1, you can displace that Snyder 1, solve this cell for a 1, solve this cell for a 3. In the corner, bum, 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 which makes that a 3, makes that a 2. Looking good. What else can we do solve-wise? You might notice that with this 3 here, you can solve for a 3 right there. And now this has got to be your 6. That's got to be your 2. That's got to be your 3. Awesome. And we'll just continue on making some solves here. What you got left is a 1, 5, and a 7. Well, I got the 1 and the 5 right there. 5 repeats. Neat naked triple trick. Solve all 3 of these. That's got to be your 7. Well, place the 5 and go right there, displacing that Snyder 1. And with these 2 1s and this one, you can solve this cell for a 1. Nice full house right here. So you know you can solve this for a 2 now. And then with this 2, you can solve for a 2 here. So we got one of the yellow cells. Let's see if we can get the other ones here. All right, with this 6, you know that's got to be your 6 because this can't be. And you got another full house, meaning this is going to be a 7, which allows you to disambiguate the 9 and the 7 right there. Looking good. With this 9, that's got to be a 9. That's got to be an 8. All right. And this 8 and this 8, we can solve this cell for an 8, displacing that Snyder 4. So now you got 3 of the 4 yellow cells. Let's see if we can get the rest of them. With this 4, that's got to be a 4 right there. And then you just have a full house. That's got to be a 9, which means this is going to be a 6. That's going to be your 9 right there. All right. This is going to be your 6. That's going to be a 5. And then our last digit has to be a 5. So we got a 4, 2, 8, 5 that can carry over to the next puzzle, which will be out next week. In the meantime, apply the strategies you just learned to solve this next puzzle. Thank you so much for watching.